Hey guys.
Hello everybody.
We're here, Broadway.com, live at 5. Andy Lefkowitz.
I'm Beth Stevens. It's March 23rd and we have a fantastic guest for you.
We have Ashley Park here from Sunday in the Park with George on Broadway.
She's a Celeste.
She is a Celeste.
You're number one, aren't you? She's the number one Celeste. I had a feeling. She's the best, and we're really happy to have her because she's super fun and she's super great in the show. And she wears gorgeous costumes, and she's fancy.
Super talented.
But we have to talk about the news.
We sure do.
Okay.
Dig on in. Let's
it's
do
a big
it.
day because there's an opening night tonight. Miss Saigon, the helicopter, is landing back on Broadway at the Broadway Theater, starring Eva Noblezada, our vlogger.
Nice.
John Briones, our star of the week.
Incredible.
Alistair Bremer, our dream date.
Hey, it's true.
And a lot of other fun people. So good luck, break a leg, happy opening to Miss Saigon.
What's so cool about this revival is that it's playing the theater where Miss Saigon initially played on Broadway, the Broadway Theater.
There's only one place that helicopter's going to go, I guess.
And then people, come on.
But also two shows are starting performances tonight. Anastasia. I know you've been waiting. What are the fans called? The Fanastasias?
Fanastasias.
Fanastasias. Get on it. It's starting. It's here.
Let's do it.
And Oslo, which features two Tony winners, Jennifer Ely and Jefferson Mays. So happy first preview to those shows. Very different experiences, I think.
Oslo and Anastasia,
I think
for
they might be not exactly
a little
the same
different.
theatrical evening.
Come on.
That's right. But we have some news.
Right.
We have some news. Let me tell you about the news, and then I'm going to go, and Ashley Park's going to... Everyone relax. It's okay. So, it's been quite a day, you guys. So, Matthew Perry of Friends fame has written a play, and he's starring in a play off-Broadway at the Lucille Hotel, and they have completed their casting. So Jennifer Morrison, Quincy Dunn Baker, and Sue Jean Kim will join him in May off-Broadway.
And what's really neat about this play for Matthew Perry is it's his playwriting debut and his stage acting debut. He premiered in London.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, it's playing Lucille Hotel Theater with MCC, and it's really exciting.
I feel like it should be called The One About the Something. I'm just going to move on.
I like that.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I totally do. I'm a Friends fan.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which everyone loves because, Tina Fey created it, and Jane Krakowski's on it, so that's all you need to know, plus Titus Burgess. They have some Tony winners joining.
They sure do.
Daveed Diggs.
And
Hamilton.
I'm too
Fame.
excited.
And
Andrea Martin.
Comedy Genius and Tony winner, are both going to be in the third season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And there's some other cool people joining. Maya Rudolph, not surprising. Rachel Dratch, not surprising. Ray Liotta, that's kind of surprising, Ray Liotta. And Laura Dern. Lots of fancy,
funny
very
folk, right?
starry A-listers joining there, so that's pretty cool. Okay, speech and debate. We talked about this before because the speech and debate film based on the Stephen Caron play is coming out, and now they're going to have an album.
Yes.
It's actually called a soundtrack because it's a movie. You know what
we
I'm
can
saying?
actually
We
say
can
that
say that
and not get geeked out.
We won't get geeked out.
Yeah.
And who's going to appear on this album?
I hear Kristen Chenoweth is going to premiere a new song on the album.
I mean, that alone. First, everyone else on it will be amazing.
Yeah,
but
just in case this film, which is based on a play that was at Roundabout and is so funny and so theater nerdy,
super wacky.
In case it couldn't get wackier, we have the amazingly talented Kristen Chenoweth premiering a song on the soundtrack.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda makes a cameo in it, so I'm just saying.
I'm so pumped.
Okay, let's talk about A Star is Born.
Right.
There's the Star is Born remake.
Yes.
We've talked about this before. Bradley Cooper is directing, and Lady Gaga is going to be in this. Now, we all know A Star is Born. Everyone knows that. They've added someone to the mix. It's a shocking name.
Yeah. Andrew Dice Clay.
You didn't think we were going to say that, did you?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
You didn't see that coming. So Andrew Dice Clay is joining as the father of Lady Gaga in A Star is Born, and filming begins. This is real. It's really happening. Filming begins April 17th. That's like around the corner in LA. And I don't even know how to think about this. I need to process.
It's a lot to take in. Plus, Bradley Cooper is also starring in the film alongside Lady Gaga, and he's one of the producers. So
it's his baby.
It's his baby project, and it's almost our baby project because we're so excited about it.
We keep on writing about it. Okay, so today, Sarah Bareilles and Will Swenson, and you pronounce his name because I can't.
It's Chris Diamantopoulos.
I love you for doing that.
Hey.
They met the press, and Ryan Lee Gilbert went and talked to them, and you can see that on the site. There's a roll call with Anastasia's Mary Beth Peel.
She's a legend.
She's a legend. She's so sweet. She's so funny.
So talented.
Check that out. And with our production shots today of Amelie, and of course also Miss Saigon shots are out there. Also, our London correspondent Matt Wolf interviewed Claire Hulse, who is in 42nd Street in the West End. She plays Peggy Sawyer, who has to go out there and be a star. You know the whole thing. But Sheena Easton is the Dorothy Brock. I know. Look, see? Do you see that? That's the right response. In 42nd Street. So you can check that out about what she has to say about all of that stuff. But I'm sure there are many things more we could talk about. But Miss Ashley Park is here, ladies
Ashley
and
Park,
gentlemen.
guys.
She's here.
Come on, let's do it.
Oh, I love it.
Ashley Park is here, guys. Couldn't be
Hi,
more
guys.
excited. Okay, so Ashley Park, hey. Oh, I love it. I love it, Ashley. So Ashley is appearing on Broadway right now in Sunny in the Park with George, alongside some dude named Jake Gyllenhaal. I haven't heard of him.
Me neither.
Yeah. How's the show going?
Oh, so great. We just had a private screening of his movie that's coming out tomorrow.
Goodness.
It's called Life. And I feel like I got to work out because my heart rate was like, for the whole time. It's
So
amazing.
it was a private screening just for you guys, your cast,
Yeah,
cast members.
Sony and Jake and his company hosted it. So yeah, it was so cool.
Incredible.
It's been a great time.
You guys have been running now for about 6 weeks on Broadway?
I guess so, yeah. It's really gone by so fast. I mean, we just had our second opening, I guess, on Tuesday because we had a week off while Jake did press for this movie. So it was really fun for all of us. We had a week off. But we'd only been open like a few weeks before then. So it's been a super fast process.
Something that I'm so taken by with this production is you guys have such a rich ensemble of all of these experienced theater actors, but especially you, and you're so hilarious on that stage. I mean, you're having such a good time, but you're totally like in it in the Sondheim. Tell me what it's been like for you performing this musical.
Well, I think this experience has been so joyful for all of us, twofold, because all of us had no idea we'd be doing a Sondheim revival on Broadway like 3 months ago, and some of us like 2 months ago, you know. And so that's been super magical. And also just the people, everyone brings such joy. And for me, it's been really fun to do like a funny character because the last part I did was Tom, Tim, and the King and I. And so when my parents came on opening night, the first thing they were like, "We're so happy to see you not being like whipped and dragged around on stage." Like they were like, "You're laughing, yay!" And I mean, most of my scenes are with Jenny Barber and Claiborne Elder and just Max Turnin, and it's just I mean, everyone is so great. I feel like it's so funny that it's been such a short time period because. A lot of lifelong friends and brothers and sisters from this process. So.
And in addition to playing Sunny in the Park with George, you're at a brand new Broadway theater, the Hudson Theater, completely renovated, gorgeous. What's that been like for you?
Oh, that's just been another layer of coolness to this whole experience, you know, opening a Broadway theater that's also got so much history to it. So, I mean, I think part of the process we're all just like pulling up our boots, and you know, it's been crazy. It all happened so fast. So, but that's been super cool to be part of it. You know, to have audiences come and be in a new space too, and feel like they're. And you know, that it really goes with the themes of our show in terms of blank white. Blank canvas.
Hey, Ashley, we have a question from David. He wants to know if any of the original Sunny in the Park cast members have come backstage to say hello.
Oh, yeah. We had Bernadette Peters at opening night. Mandy Patinkin came right before our week off. We had Nancy Opal came. She gave us this amazing, she gifted one of our cast members, who she's close friends with, this amazing jacket. It's like they had like, I guess back in the day they had like varsity jackets, but like for Broadway shows. And so she gave it to us as like a good luck thing. And actually one of our cast members, David Turner, played Franz in the last revival.
Right?
George.
Goodness.
So that's been super cool.
That is so cool. So we have another question. Billy wants to know, what's your dream role?
Oh gosh. There's a lot. I've loved doing these revivals, Rodgers and Hammerstein roles. It's such a cool thing to have writing that's timeless and then bring your own thing to it. And that's what's been so fun about Sunday in the Park with George, and to have Steve and James, who am I?
They're your buds, come on.
Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine be part of or be in the room and really, just have the people who created these characters come and give their opinions and collaborate with them has been amazing. And we had, Jake went to go visit Le Grand Jatte during his press week,
Yeah.
and he just for a couple minutes, and I realized when he sent us like a little video from that who we're playing are not fictional characters like in a painting. You know, George Seurat really drew these characters, so there's just so many layers of history.
There's so
to
much
it.
history there that you
It's
don't
really
find
cool.
in many musicals.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. So let's see, what do we have here? Martin wants to know, will there be a cast recording? Do we know the answer to that?
Not official. I don't have an official
Not
answer.
officially,
yeah,
but
I mean it'd be fun.
Perhaps
for sure.
that would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean we only run 5 more weeks, so it'd be so fun to have another kind of stamp of something. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting hot. I'm just
That's
trying to get
okay.
past.
Hey, David wants to know, who were your acting inspirations growing up?
My acting inspirations growing up, I think in terms of musical theater, Julie Andrews was like The Sound of Music was one of my favorite movies to watch, and that was a big thing. I think lots of Disney princesses, but vocally too, like Barbara Cook was a big influence for me.
Right.
Growing up, I didn't really get introduced to the world of musical theater until I was like later in middle school, though. You know, I wasn't the kind of kid who grew up with it. So yeah.
Right. So as you said, you were in the incredible King and I revival at Lincoln Center Theater, and April Fool's Day is coming up. I found a video online
Oh
of
my
you
gosh.
with Conrad Ricamora, your co-star. Can you tell us a little bit about that fun little
I
trick?
prank people. I have a video of me, but I scared Jake yesterday, and he was like, "Oh," So
What'd you
I
do?
enjoy doing that. He just popped up at him, and he got
my
scared.
God.
But I did that to Annalie too, and to a lot of my castmates. So
Yeah.
I like to make. I think for the King and I especially because me and Conrad we got super close, but it was such a tragic. They were the most doomed lovers, I think, in Rodgers and Hammerstein. So tragic. So to keep it really in a place of high stakes on stage, we had to lighten it up a little bit backstage, and so I would pull pranks. That's always fun. I don't love when people pull pranks on me. I'm
I
super
know,
jumpy.
right? It can
But
only go one way,
yeah,
right?
Comrades was great.
Oh my gosh. Leia is asking, she loved your Top Tim and King and I. If you could play any role in The Small House of Uncle Thomas, who would you play? That's really specific.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's a great question.
Oh, well, there we go.
Oh man, I think by the end of it, I could do my own version of the whole ballad because watching it every night for over 500 performances.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe Topsy. I
That's
feel
a good
like yeah.
answer. Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I mean, like those characters too. They come out and they have their little feature and they go
Right.
away. Or like actually Simon of Legree. If I was as skilled as those
Oh
men are in
my
any
goodness.
sense, because they're wearing a mask. I could never play Simon of Legree, but why not?
So Ashley, I have a question. You were in one of my favorite musicals, which is no longer on Broadway, Mamma Mia. Can you tell me, do you have a memory or an experience that you want to share from that time? It's one of the most fun shows.
Oh, it was the time of my life. It was so fun. I learned so much during that show. Such a family. I learned what it is to, have a community. And it was my Broadway debut. Just so fun. I always say that. And I'm so grateful that it was like my first Broadway experience. But I mean, it really is so much fun. Things would happen all the time on stage, and it's a
Right.
big party on
It's
stage.
a big
so,
party. Oh my gosh.
yeah, so
Awesome. Well,
was
Ashley,
super
thank
fun.
you so much for coming by today and
Yeah.
talking with us at Live at 5. Sunday in the Park with George runs until April 23rd at the
Yes,
Hudson Theater on
right.
Broadway. Go see Ashley. She's so talented,
Oh.
so funny.
And I've been filming a TV show called Nightcap,
Oh, tell
and
me
we
some
have
more about
lots
it.
of like Jesse Tyler Ferguson was just a guest star
Oh
on it.
my
Lots of broad people
goodness.
there. So it's a sitcom that is being released in June.
That is
Yeah.
on what network?
On Pop TV.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out, you guys, okay? Thank you again for coming by,
Yay,
Ashley.
thanks for having me.
Yay. Have a good afternoon, guys.
Bye.